that the students are helped for innovative ideas and research work. And also the IIT level, we have come to the IIT level and getting praise in the IIT level competitions, especially robotic system. So I have seen everything. I am not able to explain all these things. I am sorry, so I can use only the name. The other things you contact, please, Principal or Dr. Suresh, they will be able to give you. But certainly, all these matters show that our college is placing much importance for the research. Without research, you cannot achieve anything now. You cannot enjoy the learning. If you have the research mentality, finding thirst or thirst for new findings, really you will enjoy the learning. Because engineering is not simply theoretical learning. It is by learning by doing. So if you do, if you question, if you ask clarifications, then the teachers will also learn. And we have, in this regard, we have a director. What is the speciality of having a director? The empowerment. Still now we have heard of only women empowerment. Women empowerment, the time for this area is over. All our women are so empowered. You see that many of the young girls are very stronger than young boys. So other day we had the college day celebration for the Malangara Catholic College. I was watching the programs. First boys had a very good dance. So I thought that these youngsters are very energetic. If I need some people, I can call them. And after that came another group of young girls. They started dancing. ഇപ്പം ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ചു അവസാനം ഇനി ആരെങ്കിലും തല്ലാൻ ആളുകളെ ആവശ്യമുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഈ പെൺകുട്ടികളെ തന്നെ വിളിക്കണം. അത്രയ്ക്ക് എനർജിയാണ് അവരുടെ കയ്യിലിരിക്കുന്നത്, അത്രയ്ക്ക് അവരുടെ ശക്തിയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ എംപവറായി. ഇപ്പോൾ where do we need the empowerment now? Now we need the faculty empowerment, and in our intellectual research orientation we need empowerment. All are not equally talented. Some of the students are talented in different way, but we have to develop it. So there is a need of someone who helps the development of the faculty members and also the students. Weaker students, slow learners are there. Some people are learning very quickly. Some are having not basic conceptual clarity. These are all needed for research students. You need conceptual clarity before you enter into the lesson. You need the conceptual clarity. Without that, you cannot learn. The teacher or the professor should be aware and clear of the matter. Then only he can clarify the doubts of his students. The teachers are only the facilitators. The real learner is the student. So, in this case, we are giving much importance for the research orientation. I thank Dr. Lelinfred and Dr. Austin. They are, especially Dr. Lelinfred, he is working day and night. Often I call him after 10 o'clock. Where are you, sir? Very often. Whenever I call him, I have never heard that he is telling, I am at home. Never. Always, Bishop Excellency, I am in Coimbatore regarding our college. Or I am on the way to home at night, 10 o'clock at home. I don't know how his partner is understanding all these things. Because recently I met her also. She came to to pay homage to my mother. I have seen her. They are also cooperating with us. So a totally committed person. He respects the clerics, or the fathers who are working here. His respect towards the clerics and also to the management and his hard work, I appreciate. That is remarkable. Academic field is surely properly under his control. And so many papers, or I think around so many articles were written in international journals, but everywhere his name is there. His guidance is there. and also Mr. Austin. So to help the students, so I appreciate, I congratulate from the part of the management, both of you. Thank you for your service. And now, another point he noted, the government should take it for the future. It's the empowering, training the teachers. Training the teachers. That is another thing we have to take care of. You see, in our college, every year we begin with a 2-day training program. 2-day training program, we begin our academic year. And also, always the professors are empowered through training and program. And especially, my dear professors, you have to keep in mind that teaching profession is the mother profession of all the professions. We may have so many professions, but teaching profession is the mother profession. Whatever field we do have, but teaching profession is basic. That is why our beloved Bharat Ratna, Dr. Abdul Kalam, though he was a president, though he was a great scientist, Bharat Ratna, he wanted to be known as a teacher. He wanted to be known as a teacher. He died also while he was doing that profession. So that is something great. You have to be proud of being a professor, being a teacher. And here you get always the training. So finally, the social concern of the students. So that also we have the great responsibility. And here, through the academic college report, I understood that students and staff and students of this college are much interested in helping others. And Good Samaritan Award and Best Student Award, Best Ambassador Award, all these are the signs of our social concern. And constructing a house for a poor students, it shows our concern for the society. And this is also very, very important. My dear young friends, you are really lucky to get chance to study here. Here we have the research orientation facility, and you have interdisciplinary research, international opening, and also empowerment you get. You have social concern. Totally, you have a very conducive atmosphere. I thank all those, and also I really thank Father Dr. Jesudas. The economy is very safe under his custody. And so, thank you, Father, for your service. And though we have difficulties, he is in between that, he is working hard. And 400 young friends are very safe under the direction of the director, Father Arul Shahid. So both of my young friends, I don't know, Father Arul Shahid has many fans here, I think so. Okay, very good, I appreciate. Okay. You may think that he is providing food, very good food for you. I think so. Okay. And I thank you, all the faculty members, and also the special guest, Dr. Radhakrishnan and Ms. Gayatri. They are going to speak to us, and thank all those who are helping this institution through words and deeds. Finally, I want to tell 2 or 3 words to my dear young friends. Only 2, 3 words. First, you have to keep in mind now, handle with care. Once I think that I have told you, handle with care. With what I mean is the social media. Now it is a very, very peculiar situation. You are totally disturbed by social media. The first sin came into the world through an apple. Now all the sins are coming into the world through an apple. You know, what I mean by apple, I mean the whole social media. Even without water, people live today. But without WhatsApp, you cannot live today. That is the situation now. So you have You all of you are having these kinds of Facebook or WhatsApp. These only I know only the names. Other things I don't know. The details I don't go. But you are most of young people are using. But my advice is, I'm not against all these social medias, but either in two ways it can be used. So Apple phone or any phone. Apple, I mean that. So first sin came into the world through Eve, through an apple. ഇപ്പോഴുള്ള ആ പുതിയ ആപ്പിൾ ഫോണിൽ ആപ്പിളിൽ ആരാണ്ട് ഒന്ന് കടിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. നിങ്ങൾ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചാൽ അറിയാം. കടിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടോ? അത് ഹൗവ കടിച്ചത് തന്നെ ആയിരിക്കുമെന്നാണ് ഞാൻ കരുതുന്നത്. What is the real problem? My dear young friends, either it can be a knowledge center for you or it can be a Satan's apple. പിശാചിൻ്റെ ആപ്പിളായിട്ടും ഇത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. ഇത് അറിവിൻ്റെ തലത്തിലും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. Either it can be knowledge center or Satan's apple. So internet, you see that in 2011 there was only 11,000 cyber crimes in India. But now you have 3 crores cyber crimes. 2015, you have 3 crores. So what is the situation now? So handle with care. Don't misuse it. Make use of it as a knowledge center. Knowledge center. And second thing I want to say to you, dream for the nation. Dream for the nation. Don't dream during the class time or the professor is teaching. You may sleep and if he asks, you may say, I was dreaming. I was having a vision. I was research mood. So that is why I slept. Okay, you can dream, but dream for the nation. When you do something, it must be good for not only for you, not only for others, it should be good for the nation. We have to have the social concern, the sacredness of the nation's constitution. How many of you know the constitution? Have you ever read about it? How many of you know? Do you look into the budget of the nation? Do you look into the projects or the programs prepared by the government for the nation? So as young people, you are the present of the society. You are not simply the future. You are the present of the society. That is why you have to look into the whereabouts and each and every part of the society's concern. So learn, read the Constitution of India. And our Prime Minister once told in the Parliament that our Constitution is the scripture or the holy book of the nation. It is true. It has a sacredness. We have to. It speaks about the freedom of speech, and it is individual freedom, freedom of religion. All the rights are given to us. And therefore, dream for the nation. That was the aim of, that was the idea behind the dreaming of Dr. Abdul Kalam. And finally, my dear young friends, work hard and believe in God and work hard. And keep on trying. Keep on trying. That will help you. And also finally, one more word, love the Mother Earth. Love the nature. Your contributions must help all this to renew this society. And thank you for your patient hearing. God bless you. I appreciate all the faculty members and also correspondent, principal and director and bursar and director of the hostel and all those who are supporting this institution through words and deeds, all for their attempts. I appreciate and thank from the part of the management. God bless you. God give you a bright future. Thank you.
Your grace, words can't describe the depth of your influence on each of us. Thank you, Your Grace.
We are fortunate to have with us Dr. R. Radhakrishnan, scientist, Rajiv Gandhi Center of Biotechnology, Trivandrum, as the chief guest of FRACE 2016.
Professor Dr. N. Austin, Director of Maraprim College of Engineering and Technology, is the backbone of our college, the light that leads us with a smile on every challenge we face.
With immense pleasure, I invite Professor Dr. N. Austin, Director of our Institute, for the Chief Guest introduction.
Your Grace, Most Reverend Dr. Vincent Mar Paulos, the Chairman of our college and the Bishop of Marthandam, the Chief Guest of our annual day celebration, Dr. Radha Krishnan, respected correspondent, Very Reverend Father Prem Kumar, respected bursar of this college, Reverend Father Dr. Yeshudas, beloved Principal Professor Dr. Lenin Fred, respected Hostel Director, Reverend Father Arul Saiju, respected Guest of Honor, Miss Gayatri V. Tangachi, Dr. L.C. Manigandan, General Coordinator of this ceremony, heads of various schools, Reverend Fathers, Reverend Sisters, the press, faculty members, parents, and my dearly beloved students, a very good morning to one and all present here. I feel it's my privilege to introduce the chief guest, Dr. R. Radhakrishnan, Senior Scientist, Rajiv Gandhi Center for Biotechnology, Thiruvananthapuram, to our Embrace 16 celebration. Dr. R. Radhakrishnan started his career as an assistant professor in the Department of Biotechnology and consultant in laboratory medicine and molecular biology at Al-Tahadi University, Libya. Then he served as an associate professor and head in the Department of Laboratory Medicine, Manipal College of Medical Sciences, Nepal. Then he moved on to Mosque Medical College, Ernakulam, and served as an associate professor and head in the Department of Laboratory Medicine. Next, he served as a professor in biochemistry and consultant in Sultanate of Oman Medical College, Muscat. Then he moved on to Spartan University, New York, and worked as professor and chair of the Department of Biochemistry. Then he worked as a dean and professor of Biochemistry Department and a consultant laboratory medicine, Atlantic University, New York. At present, he is working as a scientist of grade E1, laboratory medicine and molecular diagnosis in Rajiv Gandhi Center for Biotechnology since October 2011. His research areas are carrier genomics, cardiovascular genomics, pharmacogenomics, infectious diseases, inherited diseases, and testing platform developments. He achieved in his research by developing laboratory medicine and molecular diagnostic, that is LMMD, commercial kit, externally validated in field trials, a lateral flow device for testing classical swine fever antibody. Does also validated lab-based assay for dengue virus testing. LMMD is in the final stage of development that simultaneously diagnoses disease and provides drugs sensitivity for chronic myeloid leukemia. He also published several papers in various national as well as international journals and presented papers in several conferences. Today, we have such a great personality with simple and humble nature in our midst. We are grateful to you, sir, for accepting our invitation and spending your valuable time with us in our annual day celebrations, Embrace 2016. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your words enticed us.
I humbly request Dr. R. Radhakrishnan, Scientist, Rajiv Gandhi Center of Biotechnology, and Chief Guest of Embrace 2016 to present the College Day Address.
His Excellency, Most Reverend Dr. Vincent Mar Paulos, Very Reverend Father Prem Kumar, Father Arun Shaiju, Professor Lenin Fred, and Professor N. Austin, the academicians, rest of the clergy, parents, students, and colleagues. I never had any idea that I was going to give you a lecture on college day function. I was invited. I, I should say that I have a talk to people, but not engineers. All right. I come from an entirely different field. I come from mostly medicine and a little bit of biotechnology, but very less on engineering side. But has to be appreciated that nothing works without engineering support. Right? Almost any equipment which we use, any medical devices which we use, and almost in all walks of life we have an engineer. It's always comforting to know that the students are taken well care of, especially the support which you have given to Reverend Father Arun Shaiju, and lots of cheers which I heard definitely makes me feel comfortable that all the students are very well taken care of. Now coming back to the engineering side, so almost everything has got an engineering side to it. Now we'll go back. I'll go back and very briefly tell you why I am standing right in front of you. There are different ways people can take. My father took the conservative way and he took a government job. Of course, he did well in that. He worked for the medical college. He was a cytologist and finally retired from the job. I started my career in a government job. Again, in the medical college, I was trying to follow my father's footsteps. And suddenly I thought, why don't I take a break? Why don't I take a little bit of risk? So I risked everything and moved out of a very safe and secure government position to a private position, and from there I thought I'll trot the globe and started working for other universities. So that was a risk worth taking, but ultimately I ended up being the first non-American, non-white. You can see from my color, nobody calls me white, it is black or probably brown, to be the first non-white, non-Caucasian, non-Hispanic dean in the University of New York. But that didn't come easy for me. I had to struggle. And if people have to survive, there needs to be struggle. All right, and what the colleges teach you is how to struggle. Probably the university may tell you, we teach students how to think. Is that true? If you can't think by yourself, then you probably won't be sitting right in front of me. So you are very well capable of thinking. Then what does the college teaches you? The colleges who become better students, who become successful in life, learn to think differently. Think different from like what other people think. And of course there will be issues which need to be tackled, and the thought process will also help you go through that. Now let me ask you one question. How much will this bottle of water weigh? Any idea? The weight of a bottle of water? Half a kg? Okay, is it comfortable to hold the water in your hand? Is it heavy enough? No. All right. But if I ask you to hold this bottle of water in the same position for 2 hours, will it become heavy gradually? Definitely yes, right? So problems in life are like that. You cling on to your problems. It becomes heavy by the day, heavy by the hour. So if you have an issue, solve it off. It's not heavy anymore. It's easy to handle. So if you sit on your problems, it becomes heavier by the day. That is why we have excellent faculty here. Any issues can be solved with the help of the faculty. That's one side of the story. And now, what myself and the other guest, we have got only one job to do, is to plant a seed in your brain, the seed which will grow if you nurture it, the seed of success. We all be talking on our experiences on how we succeeded in life. We are standing in front of you because we succeeded in life. And that experience has to be sown back to the community younger minds as a seed, and you have to make that grow. Right. I'll tell you one small story. People think like we are in one part of the world, we are in Kanyakumari district, at the end of the peninsula of India, and what can we do? Do much to progress in life.